Hey guys, enter the stars. And one thing is clear, and one thing only, that we've been lied to about virtually everything about our reality. So as we begin to try to piece together our reality, we are feeling in the dark, so to speak. I want to thank everyone that's been involved in this process. I try not to use absolutes. I'm simply trying to present to you what is being impressed upon me. I am a simple guy. I don't do a lot of drinking. I don't do any drugs. I drink 1 cup of coffee a day, and I dedicate my life to finding the truth. So there really is no way for the devil to enter my mind and to put thoughts inside of it. Only God has that power. That still small voice, which is what we are told, is how he communicates with us. And literally every day I receive such a still small voice. And a lot of that, of course, is combined with all of the work and efforts that you guys give. So it's like all of us working together. As you guys have seen on this channel many times, there's just a thought in your head. You guys are good people. It's not like a thought just popped into your head from the devil and then you emailed me the information. And most of you have been involved in this process. Almost every single one of you, I can say. And when you come to me with this information, these little tidbits, and I dig deeper, more truth is exposed. That's why no one can ever attack this channel. They can claim that maybe we're not getting our information from the right place. But this channel is seated in love. And I'm not judging other channels, but what I'm saying is, if you ever wanted to have love and know other people are in a process of trying to learn and that are humble, there isn't a bunch of ranting on this channel, there isn't a bunch of cursing, it's just all of us here trying to figure this out. You know you can come to Enter the Stars on YouTube. There's not many places you can go to feel that love. Perfect love casts out all evil. I'll say that again. Perfect love casts out all evil. So, here we go. I had some more comments. It's amazing as we start to look at the pieces of all this, that maybe in fact we live inside of God's eye. Then we can start to extrapolate out the fractal and start to understand other truths, if in fact this is the truth. I'm not going to force this truth on you. This is something you need to pray about. You need to close your eyes and go inside to the Lord and find out what in fact is the truth. Now, I'm going to go through some of these comments that I've replied to because they were pretty inspiring to me and I wanted to share them with you. I feel closest to God early in the morning, which is where I'm talking to you right now. This is where I get most of my inspiration. The rest of the day is running down the rabbit holes that I've been told to run down, and it's pretty much as simple as that. So I want to take this time to capture this moment and share with you some of the thoughts and inspirations that came to me as I awakened and started replying to some of these comments. So here's some really good comments, you guys. Jeff and I have done a lot of work on ley lines, and at first glance, our work could seem to be negated by a hill earth or the top of a lens-shaped earth. Now, as I repeated on some of my videos, I'm not sure if we are living on the surface of the dome or on a flat earth beneath it. Now, the two are in close proximity to one another, but the only way to figure that out for sure is to do a reflective analysis with mirrors and create a model with both scenarios. The inside of a mirror globe or a lattice structure firmament over the top of a flat earth, which the Bible talks about a firmament. What I haven't figured out yet is the firmament the retinal wall of the eye, Or is the firmament the glass dome? That's what I haven't figured out yet, but God will reveal all things. So I did a little example for Jeff, and I said, it's funny how all the ley lines that we found, none of them cross over or really go near the southern hemisphere. There are a few maybe in Australia, but other than that, in terms of long distance ley lines, nothing goes over Antarctica or near it. There's got to be a reason for that. And also, yeah, there are local ley lines, where we can go across, a few hundred miles, and that would still be a straight line. Also, if you did have a line that was a long distance, and at first glance it seemed straight, it would be like a bow, placing the flat end of a bow, like a bow and arrow, onto the ground. Looking from above, the line is straight, even though it's a curve. And when you push that bow down slowly, it flattens out, but it's still a straight line. So I thought that was a good explanation for Jeff. No fear in that. The ley lines are there. We know that. Now we just have to find out if that fits into a flat or dome-shaped Earth. More great comments. I was talking to Kevin, and I said, if the New World Order comes forward and says, hey, new discovery, the Earth is flat, or we live under a dome, and then they try to implement some kind of law that is oppressive, then I might stop believing this. But the fact remains is that Satan cannot counterfeit the eyeball, the technology of the human eye. So what better way to hide the truth than for God to put it inside of his creation? The most miraculous creation in the animal and human species. Great revelations here. Cherub 6, whole great. This is how they keep us divided. Republican versus Democrat. And we never figure it out. All of the countries are doing it. They're all on the same side. And we provide sacrificial fodder for their war games. And that is the truth. M. Pizzy, thank you so much for all of your encouragement and recognizing the synchronicities. And as the light seems to come on in the darkness, you guys start to understand how this could be possible. And in talking to Michael, more synchronicities start to resonate. He asked about the bell, and I recognized the fact that the bell is a sine wave. Sin, locked in sine, locked in time. Then I thought, okay, wait a minute. What does God use as instruments in the Bible? And God uses trumpets, which is the core, the inside of an apple, is shaped like a trumpet. The core, the Coriolis effect, twin opposed vortexes, which is the sides of an apple when you cut it down the middle. It's infinite. That is God. He is the Alpha and the Omega. It's the night sky at the equator. We see the trumpet in the sky. The truth is right in front of our eyes, you guys. And the toroidal field never ends. But we're under the shade tree of knowledge and good and evil, which is like the back of the retina. So standing on the lens, picturing yourself inside of an eyeball, the inner part of the lens being planet Earth, looking up through the void into the night sky, and up against the retina, which is a branch-like structure at the back of the eye, but seeing darkness, seeing space, and not seeing God anymore, because we have fallen. And that is the tree, the apple, from which Eve took. Now, a lot of this is symbolic and figurative, but God is amazing. He can make things make sense on so many levels. God's tears are what flooded the world for 40 days and 40 nights, encompassing the entire planet. Someone asked about the pineal gland, and Enoch tells us that we each have our star in heaven. If God is seated behind the retina of the eye above us, he would be in the exact location of where the pineal gland is. And if he is shining his light down on us, and it is reflecting back to him, maybe that is our star in heaven. And maybe what he's reflecting at us comes in through our pineal gland. Anatomically, the place where he sits inside of our body, hiding the secret of the truth. Reflecting back from our pineal into our star in heaven. Now again, these are philosophical pontifications. Okay, but maybe some of this rings true. Maybe you guys have personal experiences with some of this knowledge. That is how we get to the truth, through pure love and hunger and desire, and also the promise that the truth will set us free. Take care and be safe, you guys.